Does Barrister here know about a man called Sheikh Gumi? Do you know him?
Yes, I know him.
Who is he? And is he free walking about on the streets today? The angle you guys are going, honestly, is driving me crazy. You have left the substance of the issue. It's just like somebody who is busy digging foundation forever when others are busy building houses. The issue about NNAMDI Kanu has nothing to do with the law. I've said it over and over again. If you keep on arguing that NNAMDI Kanu did this with his legal paper, he's supposed to be represented by his legal representatives. That's his legal representative. That's the reason why he was convicted. You are missing the point, because that is not the point. NNAMDI Kanu was convicted and is in this position because he is an Igbo man. Full final stop. You mentioned NSAS. Do you know that there is a report on NSAS by the local state government? Do you know that? Do you know that there is a commission on NSAS? Can you point out where on NSAS NNAMDI Kanu was convicted, or it was mentioned that it had anything to do with terrorism? None. If he was not mentioned as somebody who caused it based on the evidence that the court is rendering, and then the court is using it to convict him for terrorism, don't you see that there is a fault there? It is on record as well. I saw it. The television broadcasted it. A Fulani herdsman was out and said it expressly there. Do cows give birth to guns? These guns that we are using to terrorize these communities was given to us by politicians. This person is not in court. Those politicians were not indicted. Another major fact is those who are expressly sponsoring Boko Haram, those from the north, we are convicted. We are expressly indicted. Their names were published in court in the US. Nigeria kept quiet because they are northerners. Another major one is Sunday Igboho. Sunday Igboho was carrying arms. He's a Yoruba man. Sunday Igboho, as I'm talking to you now, is free walking about on the street. Walking about on the street.
There is no. NNAMDI Kanu was tried at the federal court and was charged with federal crime. And Nigeria practices a federal system of government. We may or may not agree with that. Under the federal system, Nigeria is one. Wherever they will decide to send him to serve his prison term, is within the law.
Even though it deviates from the family rules or the medical rules.
No, there is no rule which says that if you are sent to prison, you have to stay close to your family. These are just mere considerations that we are just imputing into the law. They are not there. They are not in our laws.
If you look at the judgment, the court basically read out a prepared script, and in that prepared script, he mentioned something every law student knows is false, every international lawyer knows is false, even every civil jurisprudence knows is false, which is that, yes, that NNAMDI Kanu as a group has a right to self-determination, which is a right under international law, but that it cannot override Nigerian law. What, I think he said Nigerian constitution, what that means is that there is a failure by the court, the Nigerian system, the judge, to recognize that there are certain things that we call jus cogens in law, meaning that they are laws that even your own constitution cannot derogate from. So you cannot say that he has a right under international law to self-determination, but it cannot override Nigerian law. That means you are contradicting yourself. This shows that you don't even know the law. And for the mere fact that not up to 24 hours or thereabout after the scripted judgment was pronounced, he was transferred to Sokoto, the seat of the caliphate. In fact, on the judgment, even before I reached there, to show you the kind of system that Nigeria is, when somebody is convicted, I think I need to clarify this point for our viewers. When somebody is convicted in law, there's always a report, a social report, before a sentence is pronounced. There are two different things, conviction and sentence. When somebody is convicted, then the next stage is to sentence the person. There is no generic sentence in law for everybody. It doesn't happen. And before a sentence can be fairly imposed, you need to look at the report of that person, the kind of report. You look at the circumstances of the person. You look at, by circumstances, I mean the person's family, the history of the person's health, the person's previous criminal convictions. You understand? You look at a whole lot of things before you can pronounce sentence. There is no court that I've practiced in that I know that has a pre-sentence report before conviction. It doesn't happen. The implication is that you have already decided to convict the person and then had a pre-sentence report before you then issued the conviction.
Hello, Ndi Igbo. The truth is that NNAMDI Kanu cannot be free through negotiation. Neither will the Nigerian government let him go. You heard Showore. They are holding the young man so that Nigeria can be won at the expense of his life and at the freedom of Ndibo. Now, if we are thinking that we expect America to fight this battle for us to make us free, it means that we don't know ourselves. We are still misbehaving. If you're also thinking that Tinubu will allow NNAMDI Kanu to go, you're wasting your time. Even if the Supreme Court, all of the judges gather and tell NNAMDI Kanu to go, DSS will still hold him. Tinubu has given them authority. It is a plan to see to it that the Igbo man does not rise above the water. So what do? Do we sit down, because keep talking is not helping the matter. We have to do something. My Megia, I got on Nala forever. I got gradually, when they come into our land and drive away all our young men, they will impregnate our girls. Before you know it, in the next 10, 15, 20 years, 25 years, the Igbo boys you see in Igbo land are Fulanis. Their mothers got Igbo, their fathers got Fulani. The governors have refused, Igbo politicians have refused to do anything because they're benefiting from the system at the expense of Ndibo. Because for time they kuya and when they not support Hope Uzodinma, and when they not defend the devil Mahi. Hope Uzodinma is in Abuja, they rule Imo State. Ndibo anoreba. I question me here. Oh my mother ga gonu ho ha say gamenka. I question Zukota because asina igwebike. My ability got to Kwoku, or we give Kwoku. Ihamnaguno, Nahaguandibo, Ihabuga, because NNAMDI Kanu Weba always shame to us forever. Emehasi, let them move on, forget about it. Nothing will happen in Igbo land until you get NNAMDI Kanu out and we are free. Everything will collapse. And let me tell you, if we don't rise up to fight and defend our lives now, nobody will come and fight for us. We have to tell our own history. Your enemy shall not tell you your history. Whatever history will tell you the history how he conquered you. Rise up, Ndibo. We have to get up together and fight to defend our lives. Thank you.
Ndibo, I had to pull off my coat so that I know that this is another broadcast. The truth is that they want to kill NNAMDI Kanu. And we have disappointed NNAMDI Kanu. I am ashamed of our actions so far. We are not coordinated. You have different groups, different personalities who want to present themselves and project themselves. We have not come up after 5 years of incarceration. We have not come up as a team to have one voice and speak. I have done my best to reach out to World Igbo Congress, AVID. Each of them have their own group and their mode of operation. And NNAMDI Kanu is still there. He was attacked in DSS custody the other day. Because they know he has the truth that will destroy Nigeria. They want to kill him. What are the Igbos doing? If anything happens to NNAMDI Kanu, the curse of God will be upon us, upon Igbo forever. We are very useless and wicked people. I'm no time Korea now. For the see who is this man? Let's go and destroy him. Gabo, 2 Fulani men, just two Fulani terrorists that enters inside the village in Igbo land. They drive away everybody. Mande Diego, Mande Rumanshon, Mande now about 10 cars, Mande multi-millionaires. Oh, time get Simba. Who is this idiot? Get him, let us kill him. If anything, you want to wait until something happens to NNAMDI Kanu before we start reacting, before we start gathering ourselves together. The terrorists are coming into our land. They are going to kill us. They are going to rape our women. They are going to destroy our children. And we are there keeping quiet. We are not men. We are idiots. We are fools. I'm disappointed. I have told people, come, let's gather together. We have to fight the terrorists out of Biafra. They're coming in. And when they come, you're not prepared. What happens? You're waiting for Americans to come and help you. You're waiting for Britain to come and help you. You're waiting for Russia. You don't want to gather and get up ammunition to defend your land. In fact, I'm disappointed with Ndibo. I'm so disappointed. Anybody available, Unubia, my take is that we have to fight the terrorists out of our land. Whatever it is, If anything happens to Nnamdi Kanu, we are a shame and a disappointment. Look at a policeman went there and was beating him up. They want to kill him. Actually, you know, Nnamdi Kanu gives instruction, go and organize money, go and do. Say yes, he has sent us. Then you go and be brandishing yourself. Nonsense. Let us get up and fight and defend our land and our people. Otherwise, Fulani terrorists will kill all of us. At the end of the day, just like the governors and politicians are planning, we shall end up answering their names. That will not be my portion. So all you know, man, I get my email. Otherwise, Anachibu Nnamdi Kanu, Obreaga Nondi Bonishi, because the Igbos have failed to stand their ground and declare the truth. The curse of God will be upon the Igbo forever. If anything happens to Nnamdi Kanu, his father didn't die in vain, neither did his mother.